In today's video, I am making an anniversary card for my lovely husband. So if you would like to find out how I made this card, see what the joke is on the inside, and also maybe see a couple of wedding photographs from a safari wedding, then please keep watching. My name's Jenny and this is Ginger Ninja Crafts. Okay, so this die I bought, well, a set of 2 dies. So you get the bold, the solid, and the one with the giraffe's print on it. I bought them on, what's it called? Craft Addiction. Is that what it's called? craftAddictionuk.com. I saw Shirley over at Handmade by Shirley. She had some dies that she'd got from craftaddiction.com. And so I went on and had a wee look, and then I spotted these giraffes and I thought this is just perfect for my wedding anniversary card, because my husband and I got married in a wee game reserve in South Africa where there were giraffes. Not that we saw giraffes on the wedding day, but the day after we definitely did. So this is the first attempt I made at cutting it out. It cuts beautifully, but I thought the colour wasn't quite right. It was a bit in your face. So I've done it again with this slightly softer colour, and I think the brown is the same, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I've got some nice wee scissors somewhere. Where have I put them? Up here. I'm going to trim off. See here, I've trimmed off the tail from the yellow because their tail's dark. Their little, whatever these bits are, horn bits are dark. I coloured in the feet, but I might just, I don't want to cut his feet off. That feels very rude. So I'm just going to go around the shape of the head there. Now I also have a sort of giraffe print stencil, which I think I bought when we were in South Africa, and I wondered about doing, but I don't know. I think it's a bit much having the giraffe print in the background as well. So I don't think I'm going to use that. So I've just trimmed off the tail as well. Sorry, giraffes. Maybe I will pop a few photos in description or in the end of this video, so you can see. But yeah, we did have our wedding photos taken with the 2 elephants that they have there. They had these 2 rescue elephants that needed, I think they had been orphaned and they needed a home, and this little game reserve had them. But they had some lions, and they had so many giraffes. We did a game drive the next day. We did like a sunset game drive with most of our guests that had come over from Scotland were still there, and it was so much fun. So you go out kind of late afternoon, and it's quite a good time for spotting animals, but it was also you stop at one point and you all get off the safari truck and have a little drink, have a sundowner. That was so lovely. Right, so I think I'm just going to stick that on there. And then I'll go in and do a bit of colouring with it. Maybe I'll do a bit of the dark pen. So this is a very dark brown just for this bit there. So they're nice and dark. I don't think the tail needs any darker. I'm trying to use what I've got and not really buy more stuff, but I have made the odd purchase. And because I make his birthday card, I make his Christmas card, I make his Valentine's card, I make his anniversary card. It's kind of hard to just keep coming up with new ideas, so I quite often buy something if it's, would fit in with a theme that would be suitable for my husband. Does anybody else have that problem when you make lots of cards for the same people all the time? You kind of get to the point where you're like, oh, what am I going to do this time? So I'm just going to give them little, because I think they've got like wee hooves, haven't they? Okay. And then I'm going to give his eyes, their facial details, a little bit of a help to show up. So I'm going to just do that. Oh, it's so cute. So I'm going to turn this paper over so it's clean. Now, I don't know if I want to do this tall card or a square one. I do love a square one, but it sort of feels like tall is the way to go for these tall creatures. And I also cut some hearts out. I wasn't sure. That looks a bit wee, doesn't it? This was Tonic Studios. I've got a whole load of different, you know how they do those Versa dies where you've got an outline and lots of different detail ones fit in it. So this is the outline. I think I quite like that. And I wonder, could I fit that in? Yeah, I think I could. Okay, now I also had a wee think about a sentiment, and I have printed this off. So we've been married how long? You must be having a giraffe. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to leave that on the front or I might put the giraffe inside. I wish I could ask you and you could tell me, like, give me your opinion. That would be really handy. It is another gorgeous sunny day, although it was chilly here. The car had a frosty windscreen this morning, so that was a bit of a problem. Not that I had it today. We are down to one car because my husband's going to be working from home at some point starting, well, maybe before the end of this month. So it seemed daft to have two cars sat in the driveway for two people that are working from home. I think that's quite cute. Do you think it needs a bit of a giraffe background? I think that is too harsh, but maybe what's that light one. Antique linen, that's what I'm looking for. Let me just give this a wee wipe. Nice and clean. And let me get a brush. Wonder what colour that one is. That one needs a wash. Okay. Let's try this one and see. Okay, so I'm just going to try it on this scrappy bit of paper, and I am probably making you jiggle because I'm making my glass of diluting juice jiggle. It's a bit more of a subtle sort of pattern, isn't it? Quite. Jinx. Okay, so that could go. I think I might do a bit kind of across the way. Goodness. My juice is going absolutely bananas. Let's hope we don't have a tidal wave situation. I think this might be one of the first, might be the very first distress ink I ever bought. And after I bought it, I was a bit disappointed because it was so sort of pale. I was like, I don't get what the hype is about these things. But here it is, still going strong. Right. Something like that. We've been married how long? And then inside I'm going to put the you must be having a giraffe. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I will do a little bit of matte and layering on the same colour as the giraffes. Must make that stand out a little bit. I feel like this should go slightly higher. Not that one. Is it that one? Could be a disaster. Okay. I think that was the wrong brush, but still. I think we can get away with it. Yes, I think so. Right. So let me do a little bit of gluing. If I get the sentiment in the right spot, then I'll know I've got the right amount of space for the giraffes and the heart and all that stuff. So yeah. So I'm not sure when I'm uploading this, but I am obviously filming this ahead of time, and we are booked to go for dinner tonight for our anniversary, so that'll be nice. We're going up to the only restaurant that's really within walking distance for us, and it's really nice, so we're gonna wander up there and have some tasty food, some wine, and then we can just wander down the road, which is fabulous. Nobody has to be the driver. So we've been married how long? Then sort of in the right spot. I might glue this on. Will I regret it? Which should go first? Chicken or egg, giraffe or heart? Right. Let's see if this will go down in the right place. Take his little feet down. And then put this on here. Okay. So, I wonder if I could put that heart. No. Crazy talk, Jerry, crazy talk. So, we've been married how long? You must be having a giraffe. So, the slight joke is that I think maybe last year my anniversary card was for the happy 9th wedding anniversary, and it was only our 8th. And I thought, oh God, that's not a good sign, is it? If you think it's been a year longer, is it? It's not really flying past, is it? So ever since then, we say that we've been married, 8 or 9 years. So now it is 9. So that's kind of the joke of how long is it? 8 or 9? So there we go. That is my husband's anniversary card. Let me know what you think, and if you want to see a few photographs from our wedding and I'll see if I can find some from the sunset game drive the day after the wedding as well, and pop them into this video just after this clip. So I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.